Hello and welcome. Today I'm adding the Adventures of Rad Gravity from the Interplay Collection 2 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. In the Adventures of Rad Gravity you play as Rad Gravity, a butt-chinned, square-jawed bastard offspring of Buck Rogers and a pop vinyl figure. I mean seriously, who came up with this character design? It is proper fugly. Look at it, just look at it. Anyway, there's a plot involving a bad guy who has shut down the various computer minds and hid them, and Rad and the last of the CompuMinds team up to go around different planets and restore the internet or something like that. Oh, and I should mention it's an NES game released in 1991. This is a game that I'd never heard of before getting this collection, so no nostalgia here, so let's get straight on to the graphics. Well, I've already touched on the hideous design of the main character. The proportions they went for are just, I don't know, I really don't like the visual style of the character. But aside from that, for the most part the graphics aren't very good. There are bits that look nice. The ship interior where you see the large version of the character, that is well rendered. But the main gameplay graphics are pretty poor. Very basic and blocky, some unpleasant colour choices, and platforms that blend into the background or you can't tell what's supposed to be a platform or not. I mean, it's not completely hideous or hopeless, but yeah, it's not a looker. Although each planet you go to does look fairly unique, so there's that, I guess.
Sound and music.
Well, the main sound effects are functional. There are only a few tracks of music in the game, and the main one you hear is okay. It's yeah, it's fine, it's there, it's in the background, it's a tune, it's okay. But then there's the music, the title music, the first bit of music you hear in the game, and it's just awful. It's the sort of thing you'd expect to hear in some cheap, nasty sci-fi movie or TV show that represents what a teenager is listening to in this futuristic sci-fi setting. Some tuneless noise monstrosity that couldn't even pass as some kind of avant-garde bollocks made by some crazy misunderstood artist who's high on his own supply. Seriously, what the hell were they thinking?
Gameplay.
Essentially, The Adventures of Rad Gravity is a non-linear platform adventure. You have your spaceship, you go to the first world, you search around, you fight enemies, or rather you can avoid enemies because you don't really need to fight them and they constantly respawn. And you start off with a, I guess it's supposed to be like a lightsaber, but it's basically a really short-ranged melee attack. You do later on get a gun, so that's good, I guess. From there you get codes and they'll allow you to access other worlds, and each world is quite different. And this is where the sort of more interesting aspects of the game come in. The first world is a very cyberpunk looking world. Then you've got a junkyard planet, a dinosaur world, an asteroid belt that you go to. Oh, and a world where everything's upside down, so you've got reversed gravity. There's also some unique gameplay elements to each one, or some of them. The game has some interesting ideas, even if it doesn't really pull them off all that well. I think given the hardware and when it came out, it's quite ambitious. Unfortunately, the game just feels sloppy all round. The controls don't feel great, the level design isn't particularly good either, there's some quite annoying elements to it.
Overall opinion.
The Adventures of Rad Gravity doesn't look good, it sounds far worse, and the gameplay is quite janky and rough around the edges. But it has a strange janky B-movie or B-sci-fi movie feel to it, and some interesting ideas, but it's also quite hard to get into. It doesn't really it doesn't get off to the best start, but if you can make it past that, you might find something to enjoy with the slightly novel levels and the variety in gameplay. When I finally got round to sinking my teeth into it properly, I did find something to enjoy. But when it came to getting footage for this video, I really couldn't be bothered to spend the time playing it. For me, it's very much a one and done adventure. So all in all, I'd say it's a very flawed but mildly interesting adventure, and if that sounds appealing, yay, go you might enjoy it. But if you played the beginning, thought what the hell is this crap and turned it off, I completely understand.
Ranking.
So placing Rad Gravity on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put it above Earthworm Jim 2, but below Beast Wrestler. Now you might be thinking, well hang on, Earthworm Jim 2 is a good game, so this is pretty good ranking. Well, it's not, because I can't stand Earthworm Jim or Earthworm Jim 2. Rad Gravity has ended up at 349 out of 434 games I've ranked so far. Alright, that's everything for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.